Hey guys, come on in. Let's have us a live tonight. This is DIY with Crafty Sarah. Welcome to my page. Welcome, welcome. Oop, let me grab a. I do much better with the stylus. I kind of. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Come on in, come on in. Look like a hot mess, but you get me in the Hot Mess Express. We're going to do 2 little projects tonight. We'll see who comes in. Cheers. My little Snoopy mug. I think I got that at Home Goods one time. Set these off to the side. You hop in and say hello. We're going to use one of these Dollar Tree frames again because we can. They're pretty dang awesome, actually. They are pretty darn awesome. I need a piece of cardboard. Let's see here. Don't really need a big one, but I guess that's what I'm going to get. That's what I'm going to get. Hi, Becca. Hey, Keffany. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Lori. Said you guys are getting me. I look like a Hot Mess Express. My hair's a little cray-cray. I was going to do it. You guys, I'm so ADD. I thought to myself, you need to go in there and do something with your hair, and then I get busy doing something else, and then I space off, and then I'm like, you better get your butt outside. Honey, my son, Kathleen, my son is on a PICC line that gives him, he has to inject antibiotics twice a day, and we are hoping and praying that that is going to alleviate the infection on his valves. He has infection on both valves and on the arch of his aortic. And so nothing really is going to happen until September. And I think it's like September 22nd, he sees a cardiologist. A few days before that, he sees the infectious disease doctors. And then right before that, he sees, he gets a TEE where he swallows the camera again, and they go down and take a look and see what's going on, see if the infection is any better than it was. So, you know, the prayers we are now wanting is that that the antibiotic takes care of the infection. But for now, we have a reprieve. He's not gonna, you know, I say he's not gonna die tomorrow, and he doesn't have to go through that major surgery right away if he has to. And so we're just like day to day. And another thing is they don't want any of that infection to break off of that valve and drop into his bloodstream and give him a stroke. So that would be the other thing. That's a little bit concerning. But you know what? He can't, and we can't think about those things every single day. You have to give it to God and just let it go, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And you know what? We'll deal with whatever it is. So that is that for now. He's good for now, but keep him in your prayers, Keffany. I'd appreciate it. We'll know more next month what the heck's going on. So this is just that Dollar Tree frame. And I'm going to do this little transfer, this little Happy Halloween transfer. I just thought it would be cute. You can put it on a tiered tray or stick it on your kitchen counter, just some little space that you have, you know, not a ton of room, but you want something there. It's kind of fun. And it's kind of a gothic look. It kind of looks like It says Gothic Happy Halloween, but I don't really, I mean, kinda. I think of Gothic, I don't know what I think of. I kind of think of those gargoyle things. Do you guys? What do you guys think of when you think of Gothic? Black? Definitely think of black. So I'm just painting this with chalk paint, but this chalk paint's really runny. I need to get some more. I need to go to Walmart and get some more chalk paint. You know what I did today, you guys? I am so friggin' stupid. I went to Hastings, which is 20 miles away. Actually, I was on my way to my daughter's house because we bought one of my granddaughter's FFA pigs to be butchered. And her mother-in-law, it went to a meat place, a butcher shop that I've never gone before. And so we had to, and there was like several of us that got hogs. I think 3 or 4 of us that got hogs. And so two of them went and picked them all up. So my meat was at my daughter's. So I drove to her house, which is about 45 minutes from me. You have to go through Hastings and then go another 20 some miles to her house. But I stopped at the Dollar Tree, Lori, and I picked up 3 of those pumpkins. And they are the styrofoam pumpkins, but they are the gaudiest orange you've ever seen in your life. I mean, it's like in your face orange. Almost neon. And I thought, ugh, these are ugly. But I saw that girl do hers, and she took those orange ones and she painted over that orange because she didn't want that to show through. Had my cart with my stuff, you guys. I had like, hey Holly, hi Pam. Yeah, that's what I kind of think of too, Pam. Yeah, you're right. Black lipstick, black nail polish, all dressed in black. Well, this is going to be done in white or black on a white surface, so we're going to have to paint that. So I go into the Dollar Tree, pick up stuff. You know, I mean, I probably had $20 worth, no big deal. I go up to the register to pay. I open up my purse. I don't have my dang billfold. It's like, what the hell? I had taken it out and brought it out here to the shop because I was going to place another order to Shop Couture. And I forgot to put it back in my purse, you guys. How dingbatty is that? I'm like, what the heck? So I go up to the cash register and the kid rings me up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not have my billfold. And he just kind of looked at me like he was dumbfounded. And I said, honey, I don't have my money. I said, I can't, you just have to keep this. I can't, I don't have any money. And I said, I left my billfold at home. And I said, I live 20 miles away. And he was like, oh. So I left there, went to Walmart because my tires were showing that I needed to have them aired up, which is kind of weird. And the guy aired them up and he didn't get them all the way up, so the light's still on. So he's like a pound below what they need to do, which is annoying. So anyway, yeah, that's my story. Didn't have my billfold. And here's the crazy thing. I did that exact same thing about a month ago. My girlfriend and I were shopping and I go to get my billfold, and I'm like, holy moly, I left my billfold. Well, she had money, so she covered me. But nobody was with me today, so I was on my own. I told my daughter, I'm like, is that not the dumbest thing? So I picked up her hog, and we got a whole hog. It wasn't a big one, though. And brought it home, and I got it all in the freezer. I was going to try and get on a little bit early, but that didn't happen. So we got us a hog in the freeze. You had no pumpkins, found some at Michael's today? You know what? It could be anything. Lori, I went to Amazon and I looked up Jubilee Jelly Roll. Jubilee Jelly Roll. And I ordered a fall jelly roll. And it is It's like a roll of fabric. It's strips, but they roll it up, and it's all different. It's all fall. The only thing is I don't get it till August 25th, and I had to pay shipping, $3.99 shipping. But the fabric that I used on one of them was one that I got at a Dollar Tree, and it was just the rolled up little. They take like a fat square, and they fold it up and roll it up, and then they sell them for $1.25. So I bought the different ones of that, and then I just tore those up, and they work fine too. The jelly rolls are longer. You'll get more out of them, but they're $17, $17.99 or something. We'll set that off aside, and we'll get this other thing painted up. So I want to get that. That needs to be, I'm going to do it in this chalk paint, and it's called Vanilla Frosting. And hopefully, I'll probably end up having to wax it because it's paper. Wonder if I shouldn't do the shiny side. Do you think the paint will stick, though, to that shiny side? I guess it's chalk paint. It might. It's going to take a couple coats because it's shiny. Yeah, that's my dumb head move for the day. It's like, for God's sakes, dummy. So then I couldn't go to Menards and get a part to fix our toilet. And I wanted to go to Dollar Tree, Menards, and there was another one, something else. I'm like, nope, can't do that. Goofball. Yeah, Jubilee Fabrics is fabulous. But I'm telling you right now, it's, oh yeah, I had my driver's license in it too. Yep. I thought about that too. I thought, well, sister, you better not get picked up because you don't have your driver's license. That'd be just the time I'd get picked up too, wouldn't it? Seriously. I'm going to use a softer brush and see if it'll cover a little bit better, yeah. John will come home and go, you got that whole thing put away? Like, yeah. And we got some exciting news today. Our granddaughter, Chloe, which is, we only have one daughter. And you know what? That's enough. I'm totally happy with that one daughter. I don't know if we could have handled two. Not that she was amazing. She was an amazing girl. She still is. But her daughter found out today that she made varsity volleyball. So that's kind of exciting. She's in the 9th grade. So she's a cheerleader. She's on varsity volleyball. She's in band. She plays basketball. It's like, Lord have mercy. She's going to be one busy. Oh, she goes to weights, lifts weights in the morning. And these kids. Oh boy, I didn't get that very good, did I? Ooh. Oh well. When you can't see it, you don't do it. I also went and got my glasses adjusted. They were like falling off of my head. I said to her, she goes, are they loose? And I go, they are like falling off. And then she looked at them and she goes, well, I can see why. They're like flared out like the YMCA. I said, you're right. That's exactly what they are. So that, got those. So they're back good again. I can see again. I can see, but you guys, they just kept running down my nose and running down my nose. And we're so hot right now. And I was thinking this was the week that I'm going to babysit my grandboys, but it's next week. So I'm kind of glad that I have a week's reprieve. I told my friend this morning, I said, it'd be just like me to get sick. After, you know, you go camping. We had fun camping. I'm going to I'll set it over here. We had a great time camping. The weather was hotter than crap. But they have a pool at this campground, so we were in the hot of the afternoon. We were in the pool. I got stung by a dang wasp. It got me right here. Came swimming up underneath and got me under my arm. I'm like, you dirty little dog. My friends were like, if your tongue starts swelling, just let us know. I'm not allergic to them. So I'm like, you stinking thing, get away from me. We killed it. I'm like, you're going to die. You bite me, you're dying. You died. You know what I'd like to put on this, I think? Some shimmer. Now, I would think Hobby Lobby would have some fall fabric out. It would be off by itself on one of their, you know, they have like separate little, because I know they have Christmas stuff out, so. And you could just buy, Lori, you could buy like, seriously, 1/8 of a yard and rip it up. Thanks, Holly. Holly put the... Yeah, Amazon Prime is free, so do I, but it's not going to be free on that. You're going to pay shipping. It didn't work on that one. Okay, I just want to make sure I got everybody. Yeah. Nope, not on that one. They still hit you for the shipping. So I sucked it up and paid it, and I wanted it. I've actually ordered from Jubilee.com to you guys, and it's fine. And it might have even come quicker. I don't know. I maybe should have. So this is shimmer. Ugh, this is crap is what it is. Let me see. Nope. No dice. Let me see if I have one. Let me look and see if I have one here. Just real quick. I feel like I might. What's this? Shimmer Shadow. Whoop, whoop. Out of my stock. Wonder why that one's been opened. Where's the, where's the cardboard that was on it? I'm going to add a little water to it. Because we're just going to paint some on here. I just want something other than the dull black. So I went swimming in the afternoons, which was nice. I got a little sun. I didn't burn either. I got dark though. I feel like I'm darker. I think I want a little bit looser than that. This is distilled water. When you very first put the water in, it's kind of, hi Cindy Lou, how are you? Hobby Lobby was 40% off. I'll end up going back over there and get material and Michael's for the pumpkin or at home. Well, try a Dollar Tree. Try another Dollar Tree. They're $1.25. Jubilee, like, I don't know if I have one. I don't. I've had it all. I feel like I had one that I hadn't tore up yet, but maybe I don't. Like you can get like in the black shades, in the brown shades, in the green shades, you know, in the fall, in the, you know, it can be all these different, which is kind of nice. I'm just going to go over that and see if I can't get just a smidge of shimmer. So when it was really hot during camping, I was painting some things. I didn't get everything done, but I did get a lot done. And then I came home and got more of it done. So, but I'm telling you guys, when I got home yesterday, my butt was dragging. I was so tired. So tired. I thought I had is there like a, no? Like thinking there's a piece of paper here, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the paste that's dried to the lid. No, it's there. Yep, it's gone now. Of course, I have to get messy because that's what I do. Those pumpkins are so cute. So I had 3 in my cart. Like, I'm going to make some more of those and take them to my shows and just plop them around, and then didn't have any money. Really, who does that? So I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of shimmery. I'm going to take this. I'm going to move this because I don't want to get paint on something. I'm going to wax this just because it's just painted and I don't want to rip up the paint because it is paper. We have a wax and it's fabulous, but I bought this when I very first started with Couture and I still have it, so I'm just using it. Just waxing it in and then just buffing the gajibas out of it because I don't want it like gross waxy. Just a little bit waxy. Wax on, wax off. So this is the transfer that I want to use, and I want to do it in, I think, do I want to do it in the shimmer? I might want to do it in the shimmer. I think that would be cool. I think I want to get this, have this off of the sides on here. So then we get home from our camping trip, and my husband goes to turn on our sprinklers, and the sprinklers won't work. Well, he sees no like no wording on our sprinklers. So then he thought maybe the battery was out or something, or you start to check things like the plug-in or the battery in it. And he goes, geez, we've never replaced this battery ever. And I'm like, well, heck, maybe that's it then. That wasn't it. So then he called the guy, our yard guy today, our sprinkler guy. And when I got home from getting the hog, I'm in the garage and I go look, because I can see that our sprinklers are on the north side of our house, and my hostas were like shriveling up. And they're under a big tree out front. And so I threw water on them last night, and then I squirted some water at them today, because my hose doesn't reach over there very good. We have sprinklers, so I don't usually have to do that. And I thought, well, the sprinklers are working, so I go in there and look, and we had to get a whole new box. Somebody said they wondered if our unit didn't get struck by lightning. But I have no idea what that thing cost. So even if it is insured, the deductible might be dumb, because deductibles are always dumb. There's a goober in there, of course. Can't have it without having one. Just a little happy Halloween. So this is just a one and done. So you guys, we had a launch on Friday, and it is the cutest Snoopy stuff. And then it is also a little bit of Christmas. We will have more. I have that paper somewhere. I don't know if it tells us though. There's going to be more of Snoopy and more of Christmas, but this was just the beginning. And with this launch, none of this stuff will be reordered. So if you don't get it, you're not going to get it. Because it's so aimed at the holidays, these holidays, that they wouldn't be able to get it in time to be able to, for it to be worth it for us. My gravy, I'm not going to be able to get that up. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's cool. So it looks like it has writing on the back of it, and see, it didn't peel up any of the paint because I waxed it a little bit. But you don't, you kind of got to be a little bit sketch on your wax. You don't want a lot, but you want enough that it's going to make a difference. So you want to make sure that you buff it in really good, and then you're good to go. I don't know if I should distress around this, maybe, or should I just leave it like it is? We'll stick it in the frame and see what it looks like. Now, it takes a little bit longer for the shimmer to dry, but not long, but just a little bit longer. So if you guys are going to order, you want to make sure that you join the Perks Club. And when you join the Perks Club, make sure you're in on my page to join. That gives you, oh, you guys, I like that. That gives you 30, got paint all over me. That gives you 30% off of everything, even if it's on sale. And that's not what I want. Where's my cardboard? Here it is. Now Snoopy will never go on sale. Peanuts. The peanut stuff will never go on sale. That was part of the deal when they went together. Was that they said we'll never discount Snoopy. I almost feel like I want to put some silver around the outside. What do you guys think? Just a little, just like lightly. You think that would look swirly? You can kind of see the shimmer on the outer edge, but maybe that's the way I should just leave it. I think it's crooked in there though. But anyway. All right, that's one. We're going to do another one too. Cheers. Cheers. Snoopy mug. Maybe I should show you some of the things I painted this weekend. These bases aren't done. But I painted these little polar bears. Are they not the cutest? Just have to get the bases done and get some line work on them, and then they're done. And this is a little hanger. So I got to put the string through it, and then it will hang. It could also be on an easel. Welcome winter. Isn't that cute? I love these polar bears. And then there's this, and I also need to do the base on this. This has a place for a candle. So the candle will show through, and I feel like I ordered These little ones are, I think, too little. But I don't know if you can see through that or not. But I think you need a taller one. And I feel like I bought taller ones, like about that tall. So you can kind of see them in there. But aren't those cute? And then there's ornaments. So I cut these kits out, you guys. If you want any of these kits, just let me know and I will hook you up. I think they're stinking adorable. I got to get those bases done tomorrow and then we're good to go. Get the sign hung up. So this next one I'm going to do is called Oh My Gourd. And this one is from 2021. Oh my gosh, that's old. But I have an extra one. So if anybody would like to have it, you can have it for a very discounted price. So if you want it, let me know, and it's yours. So I'm going to do my better side. And I thought about painting that black, but then I'm thinking maybe I just want to leave it this color. It says, oh my gourd, I love fall. I thought about doing it in a picture frame, then I thought, no, I'll do it on a piece of wood. Let me move this somewhere. Where can I put that? I'll put it back here. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I also had one that says Witch's Cackle, and I'm like, that's also not, I thought it was this year's, but it's not this year's. You guys, you buy stuff and then you don't use it and then you forget. What the heck? What the heck? So I feel like I just want to leave it this color. What do you guys think? Think that'd be all right? And then I will do the Oh My, I Love Fall in white, the little leaves in green. Let me see how bad this sticks. You know what? I wonder if I could put a little fall bow at the top. You know, around it. That'd be kind of cute. Except you got to get it straight. I don't know if it's not straight or if my board's not straight. Because you know, these are garage sale. These are a garage sale find. My pile of lumber. So I think, let's see, I don't want to do white. I want to do vanilla for the letters because white is just like in your face. In your face. So white for the letters. Let's do fall green would be pesto maybe, like an avocado green. And the gourd, I'm thinking kind of a yellowish. I wish we had like a marigold. That's in my mind. That's the color that I'm thinking. Oh, you know what? This might work. Saffron. Let me see if it's worth a hoot. Worth a hoot. Oh yeah, it'll be fine. Oh yes. Just lovely. Just lovely. And then let's see, green. Should we do the gourd in white too? The word gourd. Or we could do it in kind of a orangey. Would be fall. I don't know if marmalade is too. What about maybe papaya? That just gets another fall color in there is kind of what I'm thinking. Hi Linda. Good to see you, girl. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. I was telling these guys I hauled a hog home and put it in my freezer. So, oh my, going to be in vanilla. And then I Love Fall. I feel like I'm seeing it raised up, but I think it's just an optical illusion. So if you want this transfer, I have one. And I would love to give it to you at a very discounted price. It's a cute one. So I'm going to pull this up down here and pull this up here. Oh my! And then we'll do we're going to do Gourd in Papaya. I just need to grab some of these out instead of opening and closing and opening and closing. We'll do the Gourd in Papaya. This would be cute on a shirt too, you guys. Then I took the Joy ornaments and worked on those, and that was something. I think when I get done with those, that's going to be the load that I'm going to do, and that's it. Those are some time-consuming ornaments. There won't be much money made on those. My ceramic friends all know about the word touch-up. Oh, that's pretty. And it's like, we touch up, you know, you paint something and then you touch it up and you paint. Remember that, Cindy? Chris, you know it. Bev would know it. You paint something, then you touch it up. You paint it again, touch it up. It's like, Lord. So I think I want something for that. Camel. Do I have camel? I do. I'm going to do camel for the stem of the gourd, which is just kind of a light brown. That's what I felt like I was doing with those ornaments, because they're red and white. When you paint ceramics and patriotic in ceramics, you're like, holy moly. Because you do the white, then you do the red, then you touch up the white, then you touch up the red, then you touch it up again, and you touch it up again. It's like, oh, for the love. But it all turns out nice. Green for the little greenery. And I went with kind of a avocado. So let's pull that back. Can't really see the stem too much because it's a lot of the color of the wood, but that's okay. And we'll do that in saffron. That's a perfect yellow for that. I don't know what kind of a gourd that is, but it's a yellow gourd in my world. Just trying to get in there without getting it on everything else. Just kind of got to move your piece around. my white stuck back down and peeled up my paste. Dang it. It shouldn't have stuck back down again. Let me see if I can go through it again, but I bet I can't. Might have to go back over it again. Yeah, nope, it's peeling up. Poop the scoop. That'll be an easy fix though, you guys. So I'm just going to take that to my sink and clean it. There's that, but I think I want to distress around the edges with some darker ink. And then I may, you know what I should do? Should go this way, shouldn't I? Put the bow on top. Duh. Duh. Sometimes I scare myself. That would be the easy thing to do, but I don't. Let me see. Let me just look here real quick. Look to see what I have for fall in kind of skinny. Love this. I did have two cute ribbons picked out at the Dollar Tree today, but didn't get them. This is a pretty. Where did I get this from? I think this is from Michael's. You guys, that's pretty. That is pretty. Wish it had some yellow in it though, but it doesn't. So you can't have everything. Just saying. Plugged in my glue gun just for or my glue tool. Can't say that other word, just for the heck of it. Now I'm glad I did. I thought, well, you never know. You know, I might need it for something. Oh my gosh, that's cute, you guys. See that ribbon? So it just goes all the way around. And it's not glued anywhere other than the top, so you could mess with it and then glue it down if you want to. Now I wish I would have moved my design up a little bit, but it is what it is. So we're just going to make a bow without the bow maker. So we'll just do like maybe let's see here. My fingers are not near as nimble as they used to be. I think I just want 4 loops on it. Yeah, I don't want it overwhelmingly big. Now wire. Thought I had some shorter. Feel like I do somewhere. I don't even think this is my bow wire. I think this is, but we're going to use it. We're going to use it anyway. It's a little bit thicker than I normally use, but it's fine. Whoop. These are the crappiest wire cutters I've ever seen in my life. I don't know where I got them from, but I feel like it might have been Dollar General or the Dollar Tree. You can, when you're cinching the wire down and it doesn't even move, you know, there's a problem. There's a problem, Houston. Oh my gosh, I love this ribbon. So I put a little center in my bow. It is not wired, so it won't. I can't make it stand up any better than it is. I like that. And in the end, you know what? It's probably all right that I went down a little bit anyway, because the bow kind of hangs off the edge there. And I could darken these edges around a little bit. I don't know if Vintage Photo is dark enough to, might be. It might be. That's one way to skin a cat. I am going to go back over those letters, you guys, because I want those to show better. And what happened was when I laid it back down, it stuck, and then the paste dried, and then you peeled back up the paste. This is a very simple little project, you guys. Like I said, if you want the transfer, I have one. I have just one. I'd love to give it to you at a good price. And what a cute little fall thing that you can just set some little shelf that's on your desk at work, just somewhere fun. So that's what I got for you tonight, guys. Thanks so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Remember, if you do want to order, I'm getting hot. If you do want to order from Chalk Couture, I'm chalkcouture.com/S Weddingfeld, my last name. And if you do, you want to go in and join the perks because you get 30% off everything. It's a no-brainer. And this month, I think it's $10 to do that. And then they turn around and give you $20. So you're getting $10 free. So each month is $20. But then immediately, you go right around and you get we call it design, or what do we call it? I want to say design dollars, but it wouldn't be design dollars for you guys. It's just $20 in product credit. So you get $20 in product credit as soon as you pay the $20. So that's fabulous. So we did that one, and we did this one. And this one is crooked in here, and it looks to me like it's getting more crooked. Let me see what's going on. Yeah, because it's crooked in the frame. Sarah, you got to get it right. Just two little projects with our little A-size transfers. Those are our least expensive. You kind of got to pull that out a little bit, I guess. There we go. To get it all straight in there so you can get your... There you go. There you go. We got Happy Halloween and Happy Fall. Oh my gourd. You can't even see that very good, can ya? That's what it looks like close up. But I like that ribbon around that block. I think that looks cute. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you have any questions about Chalk Couture, just let me know. I'd be glad to help you. If you want any of my wood kits, I'd greatly appreciate the business. I appreciate you all. See you next time, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.